Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. And today we are looking again at Meghan and her failed brand launch, but we're looking at it in the context of a story that's swirling around at the moment, that WME, William Morris Endeavour, the talent agency, basically has dropped Meghan Markle. Now, this has long been speculated. I've read on this several times. I have seen clear energy that has told me that Ari Emanuel is done with Meghan Markle, that there's possibly been some kind of bust up. And now we're hearing from insiders that there was a bust up and that Meghan basically has been dumped, not officially dumped because she's still seeing the day-to-day agents and WME is still representing her and Archewell, but dumped by the big cheese, by Ari Emanuel himself, because she's too demanding and she's too difficult to work with. And this all goes back, allegedly, to an incident that happened in January of 2024 when Meghan demanded a meeting with Ari Emanuel after the holidays, the Christmas, New Year season. And she demanded a meeting with him, and she expected decks and plans for herself. And this led to an outburst and a rupture, a dispute. And Ari was done with her. After that, has never met her again, has seemingly removed his protection from her. So we've had the Hollywood Reporter having a go at her, we've had Vanity Fair having a go at her, and those things he would normally have squashed very easily. But it's quite interesting that this all happened in January of 2024 when what else was happening in the world? The royal family was in turmoil. The Princess of Wales had been rushed to hospital for what they said was planned surgery early in the new year. The King was in hospital for his surgery, and then Catherine disappeared. And all kinds of rumours started. So the timing is very interesting of this meeting that was demanded, and then the outburst, and the Duchess difficult. And the rest, as they say, is history. Tinseltown Tarot on the tarot table for this one. Ari Emanuel is Mr. Tinseltown. If you get on the wrong side of him, I guess your career in Hollywood is done. And whose career in Hollywood seems to be done? Well, Meghan Markle's. I'm going to do a bit of a different thing now with this reading, and there's the world showing itself sideways. That's a career that's slowly coming to an end, and not a successful end. I'm going to go back. I'm going to do a Celtic cross, but I'm going to take it back a year. I'm going to take it back to January of 2024, and we're going to read then and see what was going on then. This alleged bust up, and Ari Emanuel allegedly done with Meghan Markle after that. So a little bit different, kind of winding the clock back about a year to see what was going on way back when. We've seen the ramifications, but now we've heard, and the story has been confirmed. We've heard from insiders, and apparently the story of the demanding and the difficult and the outburst and the I'm done with you thing has been confirmed by other sources according to this story that's going around in the press at the moment. So tarot for fun and entertainment, you know the drill. It's all my opinion, it's all speculation, just reading energy on this story and all other stories. And disclaimer in the box below. What is going on? Ooh, the sun in reverse. The sun just is screaming PR and spotlight and attention and notice and success. It's all about me, Leo card, and put the spotlight on me. The sun is the spotlight. It's not enough attention, not enough notice, not enough deals. She was supposed to be the biggest thing that ever happened in Hollywood, and instead of which she's just been an abject failure. I don't recall any deal that WME has put together with a big director or a brand or anything like that sorry, I lost my voice. It's an all singing, dancing day today. Featuring Meghan Markle. Absolutely nothing. They haven't achieved anything for her. I wonder why. But there it is, the sun in reverse. That's not a happy Meghan Markle with the sun in reverse. So let's look at that situation, that fight. Tell us about it. Situation here. We're reading from Meghan's point of view, really. And we have the Chariot, and that is ambition. The Chariot card wants to be on the red carpet, wants to be at the Oscars, wants to be receiving an Oscar, if not handing over an Oscar, wants to be making speeches, wants to be president, wants to be an astronaut and go to Mars. I don't know what she wants to be, but she wants everything. The Chariot, she wants to be the center of attention. She wants to be the star. Make it happen, make it happen, make it happen. Why aren't you making it happen? So what was the problem? Why wasn't he making it happen? And the Four of Pentacles is a resistance energy. I'm getting like the establishment pushing back with that card. Clinging on to their power, their prestige, their control. It's all about control, the Four of Pentacles, very much about control. You got your stuff, you got your awards there, your little statues, your money, your status, your importance, your prestige, all of that. And you're going to hang on to it for dear life, and you're not letting anyone in. So I get the feeling that much as she pushed and she insisted and she stamped those feet, those hooves, and I'm getting literal stiletto heels making dents in floor, in expensive flooring, interestingly, mental image. Much as she pushed and pushed and pushed and tried to push him to push and push and push, the doors were closed. And it's an interesting fact that the doors have stayed so firmly closed to her, however much she has sort of snorted at the doors and pawed at them and stamped those hooves. Why? Daddy. Maybe. I know there's, rumors and speculation around Daddy and who Daddy is. But Daddy was well known and well liked in the industry, wasn't he? Just saying. So to a lesser extent maybe Trevity Trev. And let's not forget Jen Mayer and her daddy and all of that. So, okay, an interesting scenario that's happening there at the heart of this thing, which is the big bust up. Allegedly, the tantrums, the outburst, and the I'm not dealing with you again, go away, you terrible woman. My imagining of the scenario, my speculation. Root cause of it. Root cause of it, why? Queen of Pentacles. And it's in reverse. Where's the money? Where's the deals? Why haven't you made it happen? It's the same thing. And who else? Catherine. It's Catherine energy. Earth sign, Capricorn woman, disappeared. There's an opportunity that has to be grasped. And we all know what happened with the Princess of Wales when she disappeared. The rumours, the gossip, the terrible things, the photoshopping, all of that. We know what happened. That is the root cause of this. It's not showing as a conflict, but it's showing as overweening ambition that hit a wall with that Four of Pentacles, the establishment saying, back off. So goal, what was she up to? What was she trying to grab? Well, we know. But the goal, not a goal, but an energy that her mind was fixated on was this Hanged Man energy of being stuck, being in limbo, being powerless, nothing going on. What's happening? Why is nothing happening? You're the one who's supposed to make stuff happen for me. Why aren't you? And so being very upset about the fact that she wasn't getting any traction. Nothing was happening for her. Big cards, these. That's a big card, the Hanged Man. Feeling powerless, feeling stuck. So, tell us about the build-up to this bust-up that allegedly happened. This dispute that ended. Oh, wow, the Tower. The Tower. She really felt that her world was crashing down at the end of 2023, and I'm frantically going through my mental filing system and trying to remember what was going on then. It wasn't so long ago. It was about 14 months ago, 15 months ago, not that long ago. But as I say, often the Parkles age in dog years, and so 1 year in Parkle terms is 7 years in a regular person's life. So I can't, off the top of my head, think of what was going on in their world, but I have a feeling that nothing much was actually going on in their worlds at that point, but she perceived it as a calamity. Could also be the calamity that happened to the royal family. As I said, I'm reading this from Meghan's point of view, so possibly her own sense of her world just not progressing enough, but the royal family being struck with that Tower thing, the crisis that hit the royal family out of the blue, this shock, because just over a year ago, the whole world was reeling from the news that two of the most senior, the most senior, and then a very close senior member of the royal family were both in hospital, both having surgery, both diagnosed with cancer. William missing that funeral or memorial service or whatever it was. It was crazy. It was horrendous. It was terrible energy. But maybe an opportunity for Madame. Let's see. How did she respond to this? No plans for her. No more Ari Emanuel. No nothing. What did she do? We know she went off and launched Arrow. The jam suddenly appeared. And we've got the Magician in reverse. So the consequences for her were she lost her Spinmeister. The Magician is all about the spin. Another big card. We're getting, this was very serious because we've got big cards. Chariot, Hanged Man, Tower, Magician in reverse. And he was out of there. He was gone. The king of spin was gone. Magician in reverse. And she had to then do it herself. And we all know how that went with those manky jars of jam in those sad baskets with the straw. It looked like paper that's come from those, those machines where you shred your paper, like paper shredded. Archie Wells tax returns, maybe. That was snark. And those sort of moldy lemons and leaves and flowers that looked wilted and sad. We've sent off to 50 people, but I don't know how many actually acknowledged them and stuck something on Instagram. 5, 9, I don't know. It was not 50. So yeah, things went very badly wrong in the PR world for Meghan when Ari Emanuel took himself off. So her view of him, his view of her. We're going to just change this a little bit here in this Celtic cross. Her view of him, what does she think of him? 4 of Swords, and it's in reverse. Her sort of attitude to him is, this is constant energy that I'm getting at the moment. She should go away. She should be quiet. She should withdraw from public life for a while and have a big think and maybe do noble deeds somewhere quietly for 40 years before she re-enters public life. But she's not going to do that, is she? 4 of Swords in reverse. Can't let it rest, can't let it go, can't give up, can't go away quietly. Going to keep at it, keep nagging, keep pushing, keep showing up. And it's precisely what she did. It's not really her attitude to him, her opinion of him, her view of him. It's kind of her response to his rejection. Magician in reverse was to just keep putting herself out there in those, that smashed tomato dress, that burst tomato dress at the Children's Hospital Gala. Moments like that, which were just epic moments of cringe. But she just kept doing it and kept doing it and kept doing it. What did he think of her as a result of all of this? 10 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups is the pretend happy. So there's a pretense that's going on with them. That, yeah, we're still representing Meghan Markle and Archie well, and, you know, it's all great. And we fully believe that something wonderful is going to happen. But it's a card of don't really believe what you hear. The 10 of Cups. So he's not going to rock the boat. He's not going to come out and say, can't stand that woman. Hope she fails. Because it's egg on his face. He was the one that took her on as a client and thought that he was going to make a huge success of her. Big fail there. So he's going to carry on, oh yeah, great. He's not going to say anything, but we're hearing it. We're hearing it in Vanity Fair and the Hollywood Reporter. So don't believe a word of that 10 of Cups. So hopes and fears for Meghan in this sort of consequences of this fight, well, her outburst, allegedly. 3 of Pentacles, still thinking that she can get a team around her, that people will support her, people will get her ready for her close-up. 3 of Pentacles as depicted in this tarot deck. She's still hoping that they're going to support her. That would be WME, the agency, is going to support her, even if Ari Emanuel isn't going to support her, and she's reacting quite badly to that by putting herself out there in places where nobody wants to see her or know about what she's doing. So she's still hopeful that they're going to stick with her and support her. And I think to a certain extent she's right, because they do seem still to be in that kind of quite basic way supporting her, but not in the big, powerful, protective way that Ari Emanuel was before. And what's the outcome for Meghan Markle of this disastrous meeting with Ari Emanuel that we're now hearing about that happened allegedly just over a year ago? I got the 5 of Cups. Yeah, she's going to regret it. She really is going to regret it. It's the first real indication in here that she lost the plot in that meeting. 5 of Cups. That Tower, of course, but I was asking about the preamble to the meeting. Tower, going back to that energy, can be a huge bust up that just happens out of the blue. You know, those are always the worst ones, when you don't see them coming and they suddenly just erupt, and you can't recover from them. If that's ever happened to you, when something goes so shockingly wrong, where you didn't see it coming, and that energy is in that Tower card for me as a reader. So extremely volatile, lots of shouting, lots of swearing, shocking behavior, Uranian energy in the Tower, very disruptive, very destructive energy, meltdown. Absolutely shocking. Might really have shocked him that she behaved the way she did in that meeting. He might have really seen something in her that was shocking, that he had not seen before. We, who have been watching this show for a while, have speculated about that energy, that aspect of her personality. We've heard people talking about it. He saw it, I think. He saw it. So getting back to the 5 of Cups, the outcome for Meghan, regret. Big regret. I think she's shed many tears over this, and I don't feel sorry for her at all about that. Messed up. She messed up big time, and she knows it. I think she has spent a lot of time going through it in her mind and being very upset about it, and very regretful about it. If she is capable of that level of self-awareness, more likely with the 5 of Cups and that champagne bottle, more likely she drowned her sorrows, and she drowned her sorrows a lot after losing Ari Emanuel. Such an interesting card. Sorry it took me a while to get to that energy in it, but yeah, it's a very, very dark energy in that Tower card. That's the reading today, and thank you for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.